The Wire. And I guess my question on The Wire would be, again, there literally been books, there are college classes and books written about The Wire. So we know the significance of this. Crazy, right? How crazy is it to be associated, not just associated, but maybe the most important character in Avon Barksdale, associated with what many consider to be the gold standard, if not the greatest television show ever made?
You know, I would speak for us people from The Wire and say that we probably received that somewhat differently, because you got to remember, when The Wire came out, it wasn't as popular as The Sopranos or any of the shows on HBO. It had the lowest ratings on HBO, which still, by today's standard, would have been good ratings because it had about 10 million.
Like, can I be honest with you? Could I be honest with you? Because that was before like on demand. I didn't watch it as it was airing weekly. I caught up after the fact. Yeah, I caught up after the fact. Like, I was like, oh, everybody talking about The Wire, let me watch. And then I watched it once it was available, like on demand or on DVD, I think it was, and then on demand. But no, I missed it at first. I missed the boat.
Yeah, I think most people are like that. Well, not most, but lots of people. The Wire was supposed to pivot away from the Barksdale crew and all that. Like, that's why the second year is the way it is, right? The Wire did not have the intention to move forward with Stringer Bell, Barksdale. The Wire is a cop show. It's supposed to be about Wendell Pierce and those guys, not Wood Harris, those guys. But what happened was, in the season that they did the second season, right? I mean, during the time that they did the second season, the fanfare, fans came, fan mail to HBO pushed them into making that decision. You know what? Let's go back to the other story. We're gonna bring them guys back in. Yeah. So we got very fortunate to just have so much positive fanfare that they had to reinvigorate that storyline that we started in the first place, right? Which really helped The Wire stay what it was. Now, if The Wire had gone on, you know, and became about the docks one year and then another crook another year, it'd be a whole different story. I don't think people would be as engaged.
That a lot of people don't appreciate, they don't like season 2, but they appreciate what season 2 meant to the overall story. By the way, you know, like everybody that discusses The Wire, maybe you've heard this, just to kind of go back to like what your work means to people. Everybody's got an order of seasons. You know that, right? Like you talk about The Wire, it's like rank the seasons. So for me, it's 3-1. Yeah, for me, it's 3-1-4-2-5. It's almost like a code you just know, like 3-1-4-2-5. And some people, you know, some people might have a different order of seasons. But like,
I see why you say that. 3-1-4 is banging. Those kids were banging. Yep. Those kids were unbelievable. So I see why. Yeah, I would probably put 2 last.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
You know,
a lot of people do.
Just because, and I like it, but I would put it last in that order just because I feel like it's just disconnected. That other stuff belongs together, and I feel like the docs it's its own thing. So, yeah, man, that's interesting though. 3-1. You said 3-1. 4.
I'm a 3. I go 3-1-4-2-5. But like if I go back and rewatch it again, which I try to do every so often, like I may have a different opinion. You know what I'm saying? But that's another thing that just ages so well. Like you watch it now, and it still holds up.